Welcome back to the Cackling Jackal. My name is James and we're going to continue playing Hand of Fate 2. So last time we finished the Fool, which was the tutorial type thing. We met our friend Malaclips, who got us in a little bit of trouble and we had to fight off a band of thugs. And now we're going to move on to the Magician. So this is a new thing, so we're going to basically start by organising what our deck is. So first of all, we get to take a companion with us by the looks of things, and it looks like we are probably going to be taking Malaclips. See, as here's the only one we have.
All mages are my children. This one, however, I would rather disown.
Yes, so we're going to take Malaclips. Can we look at the Malaclips card a bit more? Is that a thing we can do? Right. Inspect. There we go. Magic Shield. When activated, Malaclips casts a protective spell on you that absorbs a single hit. Cool. That's nice. Cooldown 30 seconds. Respin Wheel. Optionally respin any wheel gambit, but lose your companion for 3 turns. Okay. Don't know what that means. Ranged magic. He can cast ranged spells that cause magic damage that ignores enemy defense. Can teleport to avoid damage. This sounds like he is actually going to help us in fights, which is more than I thought. Okay. Now we have encounters. Encounters are basically these cards that we come across in the woods. And you can see there's some that we've already had here, like Distressed Damsel, and Deep Water, and Arm Wrestling. And what we can do now is pick which 5 we are going to add to the deck. Because we do get some control over what we're going to encounter. Let's just go with these 2, because they have tokens on them, which means we'll be able to unlock more cards with them. And then I guess we just chuck in the new ones, just to see what they come with. Okay. Continue. Now we get to choose the equipment cards we want to put in. We only have 5 right now, and we get to put 5 in, so let's just chuck them all in. We've got the Shield, the Bastion of Purification, the Warrior's Axe, the Soldier's Sword, and the Cardinal Blade. Continue. So the Magician, we need to rescue the missing Empire soldiers from a town plagued with corruption. Growing Scourge, we're going to be fighting a lot of corrupted, whatever that means. And we need to avoid the Empire, so we lose gold for every Empire that's killed. So let's try not to fight them, because we will win. Oh, hang on, I just did that again. Yeah, we'll see what happens. The lighting's changed.
A casual call to heroism. How many adventures start thus?
Oh, cool. He's assembling the cards. The Magician.
For 100 years I have thought about nothing but the game. I was defeated. It is true. I became complacent long before then. I thought I knew everything about the game and what it could be. Now you see before you the extent of my research. I have crafted this game anew. Interesting.
Whispers from the west. Your conversation with the fur trader is interrupted as Malaclips arrives in a hurry. The whispers speak of trouble at the edge of the Empire. The town of Westwind is suffering against the Blight. Head to Westwind? Find out more. Let's find out more. What do you want to know? Let's ask about Empire protection. A small garrison is meant to be protecting the town, but apparently they are all either dead, missing, or drunk. Okay. What makes Westwind special? I've travelled far to escape the oppression of the Empire. Westwind gave me my freedom, and I intend to return the favour. Ask where Westwind is. Westwind sits on the outer edge of the Empire. While the Emperor focuses on the capital, its nobles and merchants, those at the fringes are neglected. That's enough for now. Let's head to Westwind. You return to the markets and ask if any traders headed to Westwind might need an escort. I imagine this is going to give us some stuff, like a food wagon might give us food, a stonemason might give us something, and a weaponsmith will give us weapons. I'm interested in weapons. Your range and uncomfortable ride jammed in among the many tools of a weaponsmith headed far west. Which gives us
like
a Cardinal Blade.
It indicates the truth of all directions.
Now, the Cardinal Blade. Look, we're starting with a villager's axe this time, which is a heavy item. It's rusty, so it can't be sold or exchanged, and it has a pretty bad critical hit. It does have more base damage than the Cardinal Blade, though. But let's try out the Cardinal Blade, let's see what happens. You arrive at the town of Westwind. To defend the town, you'll need to locate as many Empire soldiers as you can before the Blight invades. Cool, so it looks like we're trying to recruit soldiers if you look up on the top right. We don't have very much
Always
food.
treat those who feed you with respect.
Speaking of food,
Even I stand by this rule, and I have respect for few.
tarts, pies, and exotic lies. You chance upon a wooden cart overflowing with pears, pies, and many items otherwise. A wonderful smell wafts from the cart. Malaclips shakes his head. Poor old Chester. This is why you should never be seduced by the wiles of women, coin slave. They'll break your heart and leave you selling your lemon tarts with little business sense. The old farmer hawks his wares to passers-by. Tarts, pies, and exotic fruits. Chester gives you a jolly wave. What would you like to buy on this fine morning? Tarts, pies, exotic fruits. I like tarts. I like pies. I don't know, it's exotic fruits or exotic fruits. Let's go tarts. He passes you a lemon tart. I've been simply giving tarts away today. Must be the sunshine. He considers the few remaining tarts for a while, before he finally decides on a price. Oh. 30 gold? I don't have 30 gold. Oh.
The Empire reaches too far. The North has gone from a loose collection of tribes to something to truly fear.
You find some Imperial soldiers strung up by the Northerners. Fight to free them. We could pay them the 10 gold, but I think I'd rather fight.
Let us see if the mage can help you here.
Oh, he's going in the fight with us. There's my Cardinal Blade, there's the Trickster. Oh, there he is. Malaclips, a magician, a jester, and a vagabond. When activated, Malaclips casts a protective spell on you that blocks a single hit. Cool. How does that work? Left button. There we go.
If nothing else, I'll get a song out of
Oh. I think I just riposted or something. This sword looks badass, actually. Cool, one dead. Let's go. Oh, that's right, it has a different ability. Which works really well, apparently. Dead. That was really cool, actually. I like this sword. I need to read what its ability does. I didn't look at it. I get 10 maximum life is cool. And we gain 2 recruits. So, let's look at our inventory. Y, inspect. Fire magical blades in 8 directions when activated that cause 20 damage or 40 damage to corrupted. Okay, cool.
Your supplies are running low. Make your choices carefully.
You arrive at a signpost detailing the possible path east and west. Okay, okay, so basically revealed the card. Cool. So this general store might actually help because we have very low
Commerce
food.
thrives in even the most unusual of locations.
Let's buy food. Let's buy 3 food. Thank you, my friend. What equipment you actually have? Not a whole lot.
Here we
What about
begin to
plague?
see one of the small ways I've changed the game. Each challenge differs both in their rules and their objectives. Even those cards which were once the stairs now vary per challenge, as you will see.
Cool. The West Wind Tower bell chimes feverishly. The town crier bellows, "There's corrupted inside the town! They broke through the sewers and into the louse lane! Our brave soldiers have gone down there to sort it out." 4 of Blight. You arrive to find West Wind's few remaining soldiers huddled at the entrance to its poorest area, Louse Lane. "We cannot let the corruption spread. For the good of the town, we must dispose of anyone who has been tainted, even a little." Let's go. Let's join the soldiers. 3 of Steel. Let's save the soldiers. Cool. I feel like we're in Doctor Who. We're in the Doctor Who opening. Inflicted. The first touches of corruption bring forth the darkest elements of their victims. Infected enemies are feeble, causing them to become knocked down when their health is low. Use a finisher before they recover. Cool. Sounds good. Everyone just give me a shield. Bam, bam, bam. Let's... Oh, he got there we go. Something. It looks cool as well. Let's go. Left trigger. Awesome. You're dead, man. With the corrupted threat removed, you've ensured that these soldiers survive to aid the town's defense. 3 recruits. Cool, got 5 now. The soldiers help you scavenge what you can from the remains of the poor souls taken by the corruption. What do I get? 1 equipment. What is it? Sure.
A shield in more ways than one.
Bastion of Purification. So, first of all, we go from a defensive 4 to a defensive 15, which is lovely. Still a shield. Against corrupted, defend causes 30% of your weapon damage to attackers. So when I block attacks, they'll deal corrupted damage to corrupted. And heavy does decrease our movement speed. Cool, some food. More food. Lovely. Now we're on the next level. Awesome. General store again. I don't have any money. I'm just gonna leave.
Age turns us
Hey,
all.
it's the old
She
maiden.
has done rather better than I in the time that has passed.
So this is a card that we put into the deck. Walking through a shady forest, you encounter a frail old maiden. She stopped to greet you. For centuries I have helped the mortals who find themselves lost in my forest. Is there anything that may help you with your journey? Supplies, longer life, or gold? Let's go for gold. No amount of gold will satisfy a mortal, but if that is what you wish... Her ancient voice falters on her words, as if long unused. Hey, 20 gold. I'll take it.
They got themselves into this mess. I don't see why you should get them out.
You find some Imperial soldiers strung up by Northerners. Cool. Let's fight again. Frost. Is that what it said? 3 of Frost? I think that's what it said. Oh, those guys are... Raiders. Hey, Manifest, give me a hand. This works much better if I'm surrounded by people than whatever. Cool, we busted there. Oh no, we got hit. He's dead. Oh, his mask came off. Those guys are big. How many soldiers? I'll get an equipment first. Cool. I'm not going to equip the soldier sword. 2 recruits. Cool.
Now your chance presents itself.
Top
At
West
last,
Wind.
stand in the defense of the peasantry. What noble traits you display already.
Atop West Wind Town Hall is a large bell tower. It used to signal the day's end for the workers in the mines and surrounding fields, but now it will summon West Wind's defenders. Do you wish to summon the soldiers you have recruited? I've got 5 food. 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's just search a bit more. We'll keep going around.
In my day, thieves kept their distance. None would pickpocket
Oh
a
shit, I didn't mean
mage
to
for
skip
fear
that
of
message.
failure, or worse.
You feel something tug on the
success.
inside of your tunic. Turning quickly, discover a pickpocket, making off with some of your belongings. Oh, he took 5 gold.
Now you wager for more than mere success and failure. You choose the very stakes themselves.
No, I failed. Okay. Let's go one more.
They place themselves in these dire positions, and then expect a hero to come rescue them when things become too much.
While patrolling the outskirts of West Wind, you hear the clash of steel and the unmistakable groan of corrupted. Your investigation leads you to a distressed nobleman perched on the roof of his carriage. Thank the gods, I was heading to tea with the Duke Gilbert when we were ambushed. My footman left me here to fight them off, but the brawl is now dispersed into the forest. The noble peers fearfully at the tree line. If you stay here and protect me, I can pay. I think I'd rather have the soldiers, so let's go fight. 2 of steel versus... Oh, is that 7 blight? This might be interesting. Let's see what happens. Garden blade, prepare for violence in every major direction. Oh, that shield looks kind of cool as well. Oh yeah, there is a 7 of them. Yeah, take that, buddy. Let's get in the middle of them. Oh. Take that, buddy. You too. Oh, this feels so good. Yes. Oh, right through the face. Yeah, boy. I don't even think we got hit at all that time. No, we didn't. Full life. Get more equipment. Sure, we'll just grab the warrior's axe. Sure, I don't want to hold it though. Although the corrupted have been vanquished, no Empire soldiers remain. You return to the road to find only the wreckage of the noble's carriage. Oh. Well, that sucks. Well, cool. Let's
Another
go ring this
chance
bell.
to redeem yourself. Let's
As
see
night
how you
cloaks
handle it
West
this
Wind, you can
time.
sense the corruption rising from the shadows all around you. You survey any soldiers you've managed to recruit. 7 of steel. You gather a large group of soldiers to defend the town. Here's hoping you won't need any more. Oh, hello. So 7 soldiers versus 6 blights and the terror of blight. You must survive till morning when Imperial reinforcements arrive. Let's give a rousing speech. Oh god. Ah, no. The soldiers appear unmoved by your words and remain tense and fearful. I wonder what would happen there if I succeeded that. Interesting. Terror of blight. This sounds fun. Hey, buddy! As the final vestiges of humanity are erased, the terror wakes. Use Bash to break the terror's corrupted armor and defeat it with a finisher before it regenerates. Okay. So thank you. Oh. Wow. Hello, buddy. That hurt. I'm gonna actually focus on taking these guys out a bit. Cool. Take him down. Oh, ow. Cool. Oh yes, go. Take. Oh. 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 Can I have a shield? Thank you, buddy. Oh, let's take this guy down. I'm gonna take out his armor by bashing. Bash, bash, bash. Yes! Take that, buddy. Yep.
A mighty creature of chaos felled by your power. Does it satisfy you, this bloodshed? Knowing those you destroy were once simple peasants going about their day.
They weren't peasants anymore. Once the corrupted behemoth falls, the rest of the minions flee, their spirits broken. The soldiers erupt in cheers, praising your valor. You can rest until morning, ready to greet the reinforcements with a town already saved. I imagine that would have been a lot harder if we didn't have so many soldiers. Cool, we've done it.
The magician returns to the deck, but now we only begin our stories of fate, folly, and magic. Do not think I'm satisfied with this, but at least we have a place to begin.
Okay, for saving Westwind, we get a ruby ring, Valiant Aegis, and Winter's Bane. So these are equipment items that we can put in the game. For saving the town of Westwind, Man-Eating Tree. These are encounter cards, by the way. Gnomish Exchange, Lost Boy, Pauper Plague, and Westwind Tavern. Cool. So those cards can come into play later on. You gonna say something, mate?
As you play, you will find more options open to you. Should you find yourself blocked or overly challenged, take the time to explore the board. Unlocking cards will give you options you have not yet considered.
Oh, what does camping do? We're about to find out. Oh. Oh, let's us re-choose our stuff. That's kind of cool. It doesn't let us re-choose our amulet, which is interesting. Cool. I'll take it. Alright, well that'll do us for this episode, guys. Hope you've had as much fun as I have. And next episode we're going to have to decide where we're going. We will have to decide whether we're going to go visit the High Priestess, the Empress, or the Emperor. Interesting. Very interesting. It looks like we are going to end up sort of... I don't know if you'll be able to see... Yeah, I think you can see my cursor. It looks like we're going to be ending up coming into this direction. This looks like the capital. There's some pyramids and stuff over here. Yeah! Well, come back next time as we explore a little bit more of this board and fight some more monsters. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Subscribing is the best way to keep up to date with all of our stuff. Also Facebook, Twitter. All those things will be available to you. Until next time, thanks for watching. Everyone will get their fair share. There's no need for violence, the leader implores. Whoever heard of that a thief talking about fair shares? Spits one. You turn up and boss us around. We've barely stabbed anyone. It's been days since I've stabbed someone. Days! The leader notices you approaching and waves you over. As much as I'd love to continue this discussion regarding my stabbings, I'm afraid I have urgent business with my associate here.